This is exactly how getting your Mexico residence card works in 20. Phase 1 is done in the US or Canada at a Mexican consulate. First, you need to make sure that you meet the financial requirements. For temporary residents, it's about $4,400 US of income per month, or $6,100 Canadian over the last 6 months, or showing savings of at least 74,000 US, or just over 100,000 Canadian. For permanent residents, and this is really only issued to people who are about retirement age, you need to show monthly income of about 7,400 US, or 10,000 Canadian, or savings and investments of about 300,000 US, or 414,000. After you've found out whether or not you qualify, you then need to start getting your documents in order. So the main documents that you need are going to be a correctly filled out application form, your passport that has at least 6 months left before it expires. You're going to need most likely a birth certificate, marriage certificate if you're applying with your spouse, several other things. Every application is going to be different. The other thing is you probably need to get some apostilles. Apostilles are basically a fancy notarization that is accepted between countries. After you have all of your documents put together, you book your consulate appointment. And Mexican consulates are in basically every major city in Canada or the US. I shouldn't say every major city, but many. There's probably one very close to you. But all of them have a different requirements, is the thing. You will go onto their website and one thing will say one thing and one place will say another. Very confusing. So make sure that you have the requirements for your specific consulate for the one that you are booking. There's 2 different ways to book mainly. One is through the CTAS appointment scheduling directly on the consulate website. And then there's also a WhatsApp chatbot that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Again, kind of difficult to make this happen, and slots get booked up very quickly. So make sure that you're constantly refreshing and then try to find out when the new spots release. Then once you have your appointment booked, you basically just need to show up. You pay your fees, probably about $60 US, $80 Canadian, and they'll review all of your documents. They'll look through your bank statements to show that you can financially support yourself for either temporary or permanent residence that we went through before. And then if you're approved, they'll take your passport for a couple of hours. You'll go have lunch or whatever, and then you'll come back, and then you'll have a visa sticker that's in there. And that's when phase 2 happens. Phase 2 happens in Mexico. So once you get the sticker in your passport, you have 6 months to get to Mexico to finish the rest of the process at an INM office. So basically, the first thing you need to do is when you land in Mexico, do not go through the automated kiosks. Don't go through the line that all the other tourists are going to. You want to follow the locals and go and speak to an actual person. Do not go through the automated portals. It will void all the work that you just did. You need to make sure that you get to a person who will stamp your visa sticker in your passport and write 30 days and Conhe on it. Conhe basically just meaning exchange, so they know exactly why you're there. You have 30 days then, once you get to Mexico, to finish the rest of the process. Now, you need to make sure that you have all the rest of your Mexico paperwork prepared for your INM appointment, any translations of specific documents, the rest of the application forms that you need. All these are very, very important to have correctly, because if even one document is wrong, or if your name is spelled slightly differently, or if you are missing your middle name on a document, they will not accept it, and the whole trip will kind of have been for nothing. Make sure that you have your INM appointment scheduled as well as the same type of booking system that is in Canada. Or the US, depending on what consulate that you went to. And then once you're there, again, they'll go through your entire document package. You have your visa there. They'll look through some supporting documents that you've brought, your translations, things like that. And then, assuming everything goes well, you'll receive your resident card. And it depends on what INM office you go to. Many are taking longer than usual right now. There used to be many offices that did same-day card issuance, but now sometimes you have to come back to get your biometrics taken, or it's a multi-week process rather than same day. But there are a specific number of INM offices that are consistently same-day applications, or maybe 2-day processing time, so you can get it all done right within like a nice tidy week trip, if that's what you're looking for. So again, check out the rest of our videos on the page for more information.